couldn't get out, and now you're trying to burn all that energy off. So glad everyone made it through all the snow that we got. I know we kind of lose our minds a little bit. We don't know what to do. But if you're like me, you just turned that alarm off a couple more extra mornings and enjoyed it. So hopefully you enjoyed it too. I think we weathered the storm pretty well. I was telling Renee, I was driving that track meet yesterday at LSU, and I started panicking because I got on 40 and still off to the side of the road. I said, oh, man, if I get down there and I got to cross that bridge and there's snow all on it, I'm going to be scared. But we're all here. We made it snow. Unless you go further south, it's gone. Kind of an oddity that the further south you go, the more snow you see. But such is life. Bible reading. We got a Bible reading plan that goes through. I'll go ahead and turn this on. There we go. A year chronologically through the Bible. We're in Job. Right? It's kind of hard to know where to put Job because it's hard to date Job. So they just put Job right there after Genesis and before Exodus, which is as good a spot as any. So we're kind of moving through Job, and we'll get to Exodus next. I know it's most of the way through January, but you can still catch up if you hadn't joined us yet. Just see me, and I'll try to get you hooked up, set up with that so you can read through the Bible with us. Next. Feasting on the Word this week. I know we were virtual last week with the snow day, but we'll be back in person, Lord willing, in here at 6:30 to eat, and then at 7 we'll have worship. We'll talk about Jesus when he talks to the disciples of men. And just think about how much those guys' lives changed that day. Like, they had no idea what they were getting into. They had no idea the wondrous things they'd see that Christ would do, or the things that they would be used to accomplish for God. That was the beginning of something extraordinary for them, how much God did through them. And so we'll talk about that Wednesday night. Next. Fostering community, we mentioned this before, we're in the stuff every month out of the general fund. So if you'd like to support that, instead of going and buying toilet paper or stuff like that, just put a little extra money in the plate, and that will help us insulate ourselves against the added cost of buying the stuff. But they do truly appreciate it. We're the one group, they said, that is regularly giving to them and helping them out. They know that they can rely on us. So that means a lot, that they know that we're there for them and for those kids. Next, Churches of Christ disaster. If you'd like to help people, Hurricane Helene or the California wildfires, which has just been devastating, you can give money directly to this ministry by going to that website, disasterreliefeffort.org, or you can put the money in the plate, but earmark it. If you write a check, put down their disaster relief, and every couple of weeks, Mack bundles the money that's been given through the church and sends an extra donation to them in addition to the quarterly money that we send regularly as a church. So if you'd like to help, that's a great way to do it. Game night this Saturday, 5 p.m. We're in the fellowship hall. Bring a snack, finger food share, and y'all will be playing some games. Always a good time. I seldom win, but I enjoy getting to know people, because as you're playing the game, you start chatting and you learn things about the people that you go to church with maybe for quite a while. And you learn about them. And so it's fun because you learn more about each other, you laugh, you have a good time. Even if you don't win, trust me, it's still fun. That was last night. It was last night. But there's another one coming up February 22nd. See how I pivoted there? What day is it? Wow, the 26th is important too. I try to remember why that's important. Oh, yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. It's also Miss Lydia's birthday. She started ducking. Miss Lydia and Melissa's birthday today. I forgot to update the date, but yeah. So not this Saturday. You'll be playing games by yourself. The next one, roughly a month from now. Next. What did I mess up this time? AM worship, not next Sunday. This Sunday, after worship. Read the bulletin and I forget to check the slides to make sure. After morning worship today is the business meeting. So pay no attention to the words on the screen, just what's in the bulletin, where I hope it's correct. I think it's correct. Next, CYE mowing. All right. I mentioned this months back, but now it's closer. So at the board meeting last summer, we don't have an active caretaker right now. There's no one on the payroll that's a full-time caretaker. Dwayne Jolibois, Brian McGee go down there a lot and do a ton, but they can't do as much when they're also doing all the mowing. So one of the things we decided is that each church would try to take a month go down and mow so that when Dwayne and Brian go down, they don't have to spend half their time just doing the regular mowing. They can focus on the things that need fixed like that. So we signed up for April. There's a sign-up sheet back there. By the time April hits, it pretty much needs to be done a week in order to maintain it, because if you let it get too high, it becomes a lot more difficult. So if you'd like to do it, I put like blocks of weeks down. You don't have to bring a mower. Now, if you want to go down with someone and bring an extra mower and knock it out that much faster, you can do that. But they will have the mower there. It will be gassed up. I can give you the code to the gate. All you need to do is drive down there, hop on that thing. It takes about 4 hours, I want to say. It's changed a lot if you have a golf course now than it used to, because of the lack of trees. There's a lot of grassy areas, but everything will be provided. We just need you to show up, do the mowing. If you'd like to help out with that, I went ahead and put a sign-up sheet out so we can kind of coordinate who's willing to go when, and we can make sure the month is all covered. Next. All right, that's it. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier. I put up a sign-up sheet for Wednesday nights as well. If you like to provide food, this Wednesday's taken care of, but the following Wednesdays through February, I put a sign-up sheet out there for that as well, if y'all like to go ahead and sign up, if anyone's interested in doing that. If you'll stand, we'll begin our worship with Psalm 19. The heavens tell of the glory of God, and their expanse declares the work of his hands. Pours forth speech, and night to night reveals his knowledge. There is no speech, nor are there words. Their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out into all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. It placed a tent for the sun, which is like a groom coming out of his chamber. It rejoices like a strong person to run his course. Its rising is from one end of the heavens, and its circuit to the other end of them, and there's nothing hidden from its heat. The law of the Lord is perfect, restoring the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true. They are righteous altogether. They are more desirable than gold, yes, than much pure gold, sweeter also than honey and drippings of the honeycomb. Moreover, your servant is warned by them. In keeping them, there is great reward. Who can discern his errors? Acquit me of hidden faults. Also, keep your servant back from presumptuous sins. Let them not rule over me. Then I will be innocent, and I will be blameless of great wrong. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable